Hey there, welcome to this tutorial. Before we begin, kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends. So today we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 Core, Variant 3 November 2018 from question 1 to 5. Part A. Some people each recorded their favorite holiday destination and the results are shown in the pie chart. Complete the statements about the pie chart. The sector angle for Mexico is in how many degrees? Okay, so we know that this is angle at a point. All the angles when you add up together should equal to 360. Therefore, Mexico will be 360 minus 118 plus 72 plus 36 plus 108. And we will get 26 degrees. So that is 26. Next, the most popular destination is the one with the highest degree is the most popular destination. We can see it is USA. One-fifth of the people chose. To find one-fifth of the people who chose which country, we have to find one-fifth of 360. And this will give us 72. Therefore, you can see that they chose Bali. Next, 3 times as many chose dash as dash. So we have to check 3 times what will come. 36 times 3 is 108. Therefore, 3 times as many people chose Caribbean as Brazil. Part 2, 180 people chose Bali. Find out how many people were asked to get altogether. Out of the total people, 180 people chose Bali. So 180 out of the total chose Bali. Multiply by 360, and this gives us the sector of Bali is 72. So we have to make the total the subject. We can write 180 over the total is equal to 72 divided by 360. 72 over 360 will give us 1 over 5. Now we'll cross multiply. So 180 multiplied by 5 is our total. And that is 900. Part B. Mr. and Mrs. Baker go on holiday with their 3 children and they fly from Miami to Mexico City. The cost of each adult is $450 per ticket and the cost of each child ticket is 70% of the cost of an adult ticket. Calculate the total cost of the 5 tickets. So first we will find the child ticket, which is 70%, 70 divided by 100 of 450. Of means multiply, and that is 315. There are 2 adults, so 2 times 450 plus 3 children, so 3 times 315, and we will get 1845. So the answer is $1845. The plane leaves Miami at 9:29. It arrives in Mexico City 2 hours 11 minutes later. The local time in Miami is 1 hour ahead of the local time in Mexico City. Work out the time in Mexico City when the plane arrives. So we will write 9:29 and add 2 hours and 11 minutes. We will get 11:40. But this is according to Miami time. Miami is 1 hour ahead, so we have to subtract 1 hour to find the time in Mexico City. Subtract 1 hour, we'll get 10:40. That's the time in Mexico City when the plane arrives. The family travels 38 kilometers by taxi. The journey costs $3.5 plus an extra $2.15 for each kilometer traveled. Find the cost of the journey. So 3.50 plus 2.5 multiplied by 38 kilometers. That will give us 85.2. Write it as $85.20. Question number 4. At the end of the holiday, Mr. Baker changes pesos into dollars and the exchange rate is given to us. Find how many dollars Mr. Baker receives. Whenever you have a currency question, write down the currency involved. So we have peso and dollars, and 17.8 peso is equal to $1. Therefore, 1335 pesos is equal to how many dollars? We cross multiply. 17.8 multiplied by x, 17.8x. 1 multiplied by 1335. X is equal to 1335 divided by 17.8, and you will get 75. So $75 is what Mr. Baker receives. Question number 2. Shape A, B, and C are shown on 1 square centimeter grid. Let's read the first part of the question. A. Shape A is a special type of quadrilateral. Write down the mathematical name for shape A. Shape A is a trapezium. A little bit neater. Yes. B. Describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. Shape A onto shape B. We can see that it is enlargement. This size is different, so that tells you it is enlargement. When it is enlargement, you need to write down 3 things. You have to say that it is an enlargement, and you need to also find the scale factor. Choose any one side. I'm choosing this. This is 1 square and this is 3 squares. So what is the scale factor? Scale factor is 3. And then you need to find the center of enlargement. To find the center of enlargement, join 2 points together and see where they meet. So I will join this point with this point here, and I'm going to choose this point. So we join the 2 vertices of the triangle and they meet at negative 5, 0. So our center is negative 5, 0. Shape A onto shape C. A onto C, the size is the same, and we can see that it has been rotated. So it is rotation. Use a tracing paper. Usually the center is 0, 0. You need to write the center. If you use a tracing paper, it's easy to find out the center. And the third thing you need to write is the degree of rotation, which is 180 degrees. You must also write anti-clockwise or clockwise, but if it is 180 degrees, then you don't need to write it. On the grid, translate shape A by the vector 8, negative 4. The top number represents the x coordinate, how you're going to move the x, and the down number represents the y. If your x is positive, the coordinate will shift to the right, and if your y is positive, the coordinate will move upwards. If the coordinate is negative for x, it will move to the left, and for the y, it will move down. So we have 8, negative 4. Choose one point. I'm choosing this one. Move it 8 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And negative 4, so 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And after this point, we'll just draw the trapezium. So it goes up by 2, 1 to the right, 1 down, and we joined it. So this is the trapezium after translation. Next, reflect shape A in the line x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 is here, This is the line, x is equal to 2, and we have to reflect this shape. Count the number of squares that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we moved 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you find one point, then it's very easy to draw the whole trapezium. So this is the reflection in the line x is equal to 2. Next we have find the area of shape B. It is a trapezium. You can use the rule to find the area of the trapezium, which is half a plus b times h. A and b are your parallel sides and h is your height. So half into, count the number of squares, 3, 4, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, and the height is also 3. And the answer is 13.5 square centimeters. Question number 3. The scale drawing shows the position of 3 towns A, B, C, and the scale is 1 centimeter represents 10 kilometers. Part A. Work out the actual distance between town A and town B. So we need to find this distance here. So this distance here is 6 centimeter. We want the actual distance. We know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometers. Therefore, 6 centimeter will equal to how many kilometers? If we cross multiply, x is equal to 60. 60 kilometers. Next, measure the bearing of town C from town A. Town C from town A. When you are measuring bearing, C and A, these are the 2 points from A. Wherever your from is, it's on the right hand side, right? It means the answer will be reflex. We will be finding the outside part. So first we will draw the north from here and join C and A and measure this angle, or we'll measure this angle. When you measure this, you will get 105. So from 360, subtract 105 and we will get 255. So that is the bearing of C from town A. B2, show how to use your answer to part B1, this answer, to find the bearing of town A from town C. So to find the bearing of town A from C, we just have to subtract from 255, 180. 255 minus 180 is 75. This is the bearing of town A from town C. Next question. Town D is 96 km from town C on a bearing of 100 degrees. Mark the position of town D on the map. 96 km, first thing we have to do is change it to centimeters. The scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometers. Therefore, 96 kilometer is equal to how many kilometer? Sorry, centimeter. 96 divided by 10 is 9.6 centimeter. Town D is here. This is 110 degrees and 9.6 centimeters. Next part of the question. Jez drives from town C to town D in 1.5 hours. Work out his average speed. To find speed, we use the formula distance over time taken. Distance is 9.6 kilometers, 96 kilometers, and time 1.5 hour is 1.5. So 96 divided by 1.5, 64 kilometer per hour. Part 3, change 96 kilometer into miles. Assume that 8 kilometer equals 5 miles. So 8 kilometer equals 5 miles. So 96 equals how many? Cross multiply. 8x is equal to 96 multiplied by 5, and x is equal to 96 multiplied by 5 divided by 8. 60 miles. Question number 4. We have been given 3 patterns, and on the grid draw pattern 4. What can you see? That there are 2 squares here, then there are 3, there are 4. So every time we are adding 1 square, but the down there is only 1 square. So first there are 4 squares, we'll make 5 squares and 1 square here. So that's the pattern number 4. Part B, there are first 4 terms of another sequence, 41, 35, 29, 23. Write down the next 2 terms. We have to check what is the difference between the 2 terms. We can do that by the second term subtracting the first term, negative 6. So 41 minus 6 will give me 35, 35 minus 6, 29, 29 minus 6, 23. Write down the next 2 terms. So 23 minus 6 will give me 17, and 17 minus 6 will give me 11. The next 2 terms are 17 and 11. Next, write down the rule for continuing this sequence. As we saw, we get the next sequence when we subtract 6. See, these are the first 4 terms of a different sequence. Write down an expression for the nth term. First, again, let's find the difference. 15 minus 11 is 4. So plus 4 is your difference. There's a rule to find the nth term, a plus n minus 1d. A is your first term, which is 11, and d is your difference, which is 4. Expand the bracket. 4 multiplied by n, 4n. And negative 1 multiplied by 4 is negative 4. Therefore, we have 4n plus 7. 11 minus 4 is 7. Another way to find the nth term is whatever is your difference, 4, right? So write it with n, 4n. And then subtract your difference from the first term, 11 minus 4 plus 7. C2, is 129 a term in this sequence? Show how you decide. 4n plus 7 will make it equal to 129. If it is in the sequence, we'll find the nth term. 129 minus 7 is 122. N is equal to 122 divided by 4. And you will get 30.5. N cannot be a decimal or a fraction. It has to be a whole number because it is the position of the term. So no, because 30.5 is not a whole number. Question number 5. In A, Steph buys 3.5 kilograms of bananas. Bananas cost $1.24 per kilogram. Steph pays with a $5 note. Work out how much change she receives. First, let's find the cost of the banana. It's 3.5 times 1.24. And she pays $5. So we'll subtract this amount from $5 and we will get $0.66. Write 3.5 kilograms in grams. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. So to change kilogram into grams, we multiply by 1000. 3.5 multiplied by 1000 and we will get 3500 grams. Part B, oranges cost 85 cents each. Leo has a $10 note. Work out the maximum number of oranges he can buy. First, change the $10 into cents. $1 has 100 cents, so therefore 10 into 100 is 1000 cents. Now we are going to divide 1000 by 85 and we'll get 11.76. We want to find number of oranges. Oranges cannot be in decimal. So we write the whole number, which is 11. He can buy 11 oranges. Part C, 87% of the mass of pineapple is water. A pineapple has a mass of 700 grams. Work out the mass of water in this pineapple. So 87% of 700 is 609 grams. That is the mass of water in the pineapple. Part D, the number of melons sold in a shop each day for 7 days is shown below. So these are the numbers. Work out the mean number of melons sold. We will add all these numbers and then divide it by 7 because there are 7 days. And we'll get 21.42. We can round it to one decimal place. The mean number of melons sold is 21.4. In part E, Rio and Chi go to a fruit shop. Rio buys 4 apples and 2 plums for $1.96. Chi buys 7 apples and 3 plums for $3.24. Write down a pair of simultaneous equations and solve to find the cost of 1 apple and the cost of 1 plum. You must show all your working. First, we will name the apples and plums with a variable. So let the apple equal to A. If you find it easier to write it as an X and Y, you can do so. And let the plum equal P. Rio buys 4 apples plus 2 plums, and the cost of the whole thing is $1.96. Chi buys 7 apples and 3 plums for $3.24. So we have formed the simultaneous equations and now we have to solve them. You have to decide what you want to cancel. Do you want to cancel the A or the P? I want to cancel the P because 2 and 3 is easy. So I will multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. When I do that, I'll get 3 times 4, 12A plus 6P is equal to 1.96 times 3. It will give me 5.88. And 2 multiplied by 7, 14A plus 3 multiplied by 2, 6P. And 3.24 multiplied by 2 is 6.48. Draw a line. If your signs are same, you have a plus here and a plus here, correct? Then you have to change the signs of all the numbers which are in the second position. So this will become negative 14, negative 6 and negative 6.8. 12 minus 14 will give us negative 2A. Plus 6 minus 6 will get cancelled. 5.48 minus 5.88 minus 6.48 will give us negative 0.6. Therefore, A is equal to negative 0.6 divided by negative 2, which is 0.3. Now that we have found our A, we have to find P. In whichever equation you want, in place of A, substitute 0.3. I'm choosing equation 1, 4A plus 2P is equal to 1.96. Substitute A is equal to 0.3. 4 multiplied by 0.3 will give us 1.2. We have to make P the subject, so we'll bring everything to the other side. 2P is equal to 1.96 minus 1.2, and P is equal to 1.96 minus 1.2 divided by 2. This will give you 0.38. Therefore, the cost of one apple is $0.3 and the cost of one plum is $0.38. That's your answer. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope I've been able to help you. Please watch part 2 for solutions of question number 6 onwards. Thank you for watching.